2024, over 50 years of all this stuff, and if you're still crying because people that you weren't even in family or related were enslaved and you feel some type of way, I just feel sorry for that mindset.
So you agreed slavery was systemic racism and Jim Crow too. But somehow you think systemic racism just magically ended. When exactly did that happen? Do you really think that 350 years of systemic oppression ended overnight with the stroke of a pen when the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was signed into place? Because that would be naive. It is absurd to think that one law, centuries of deep-rooted racism, just vanished. Let's talk facts. Why do we still need race-based laws if systemic racism ended in 64? The answer? Because it didn't end. It's evolved. It's gotten sneakier. Black Americans don't have to do something illegally to end up in prison. Did you know that Black Americans make up 13% of the United States population, but make up over 50% of the U.S. prison exonerations? That means they were wrongly convicted and later found innocent. The system is rigged and it's still screwing over black folks. When I say white people had a 350-year head start, I mean as a collective. White wealth was built on the backs of black Americans. It is a generational head start. You're way more likely to be born into poverty if you're black in America. The FBI database shows it. These stats aren't just numbers, they're percentages that paint a grim picture. And don't give me that white people were enslaved to nonsense. Sure, there were white indentured servants, but don't ever compare that to the race-based intergenerational chattel slavery that black Americans were forced to endure. It is not the same. White indentured servitude ended and those white folks blended into white society, benefiting from white privilege. That's their reparations. Reparations for black Americans isn't just about slavery. It's about 400 plus years of systemic racism, which still continues to this day. This isn't just history, this is the present. Until we face it head on, we're just sticking our heads in the sand. It's time to acknowledge the truth and do something about it. Do me a favor and don't give her too much flack. It's better to inform.